Welcome back to KHS Cougar News. I'm Molly.
And I'm Zachary, bringing you today's news and announcements. Now it's time for some usual reminders. Make sure to wear your ID and have your laptop charged and ready every day.
The U.S. Air Forces will be here during both lunches today.
Now time for some senior walk information. Sugarland Middle School Walk is May 22nd from 3 to 4 p.m. Remember to RSVP. Town West Elementary Walk is May 28th at 2 p.m. and Lakeview Elementary Walk will also be on May 28th at 1 p.m. And the JSE Senior Clap Out will be on Tuesday, May 27th at 2:30 p.m. Rita Dropback is in the midst of rescheduling their senior walk. Arizona Fleming has their senior walk on May 27th at 2:15 p.m. Remember to wear your cap and gown.
Now, since the year is almost over, let's ask our seniors how they feel about graduating.
How I feel about graduating, man? I'm kind of excited and nervous. I never graduated high school before. This will be my first time. I'm excited. Ready to get out, start college life. It should be fun, That's how I feel about graduating high school.
A few weeks of my high school year, or senior year, it's been very slow. Maybe because I'm waiting for graduation, I'm waiting for prom, I'm waiting for senior trip. But I can say it's been very like a reality check, because it's wow, I'm really leaving high school, I'm going to college, and it's wow, I'm really leaving my teen years behind and going into my adult years. But I can say it's been really fun. I'm waiting in May because, like I said, that's when prom, school trip, and all the events happen, and I know it's just gonna be fun. And then graduation.
Okay, so the last few days of high school, it feels a little nerve-wracking, but for the most part, I'm excited and I'm happy. It's finally over. I'm just kind of waiting till May starts because that's when all the fun things happen. But for right now, it's just kind of over it because you're over your classes. But these teachers keep on teaching. But for the most part, it's fun. I'm just waiting for all the fun things to actually start as a senior.
Well, with the end of the year comes AP tests, so I'm a little stressed about that. But I think I'm gonna miss the overall environment at Kepner and the people around me. It'll be pretty sad.
The last few days of being a senior, it just feel like very stressful, trying to get all your work turned in. And I feel like it's just gonna be a big relief when I graduate.
I feel relieved. I'm ready to get out of here. Ready to go to college. Have some fun. Not too much fun though. Still be responsible.
Time for some news. As summer creeps ever closer, high temperatures are expected to rise. They'll certainly do that this week, as forecasters are looking at possibly historic heat for many parts of the state. A mid-upper ridge or high atmospheric pressure will bring about warmer temperatures this week. In the Houston area, forecasters with the National Weather Service wrote in their discussion Sunday afternoon that they are expecting a stretch between Tuesday to Friday to feel like a typical Houston midsummer day. Conditions will be even worse out in central Texas. Forecasters with the National Weather Service in Austin are eyeing a potentially historic early season heat wave that begins Tuesday with high temperatures nearing the all-time May record.
Donald Trump's administration is actively looking at suspending the habeas corpus, the right of a person to challenge the detention in court. One of the U.S. president's top aides, he said. There are several pending civil cases against the Trump administration, deportation on undocumented migrants based on the habeas corpus. The legal right has been suspended 4 times in the U.S. history. During the American Civil War, under Abraham Lincoln, in Hawaii following the 1941 Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor, in the Philippines during the U.S. ownership in 1905, and while combat the activities of the white supremacist Ku Klux Klan group in the 19th century. The section of the U.S. Constitution which includes suspension of habeas corpus grants its power to Congress and not the president.
Governor Gavin Newsom escalated California's push to eradicate homeless encampments on Monday, calling on hundreds of cities, towns, and counties to effectively ban tent camps on sidewalks, bike paths, parklands, and other types of public property. Mr. Newsom's administration has raised and spent tens of billions of dollars on programs to bring homeless people into housing and to emphasize treatment. But his move on Monday marks a tougher approach to one of the more visible aspects of the homelessness crisis. The governor has created a template for a local ordinance that can adopt to outlaw encampments and clear existing ones. California is home to about half of the nation's unsheltered homeless population, a visible byproduct of the temperature climate and the state's brutal housing crisis. Last year, a record of 187,000 people were homeless in the state, according to the Public Policy Institute of California. 2/3 were living unsheltered in tents, cars, or outdoors.
And that's all for news.
Hey Zachary, would you rather get your phone taken away forever,
Oh.
or would you rather be bald forever?
I'd say bald because my hair card may be bad, but my face card never declines.
Yeah, sure. Now let's see what our Kepner Cougars would say.
Would you rather have no phone for the rest of your life, or would you rather go bald for the rest of your life?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm losing the hair.
I would rather go bald for the rest of my life because the phone is really like you can connect with everybody, and I don't think like society could run without a phone. Like maybe I could last without a phone, but you know, you won't really the society is basically built for technology now, and it just keeps getting that way more and more. So.
Damn. What if it was the 80s? Would you rather go bald or would you rather have no phone? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just answer.
I'd rather go bald. I'd rather go bald for the rest of my life.
I would rather be bald for the rest of my life.
For the rest of your life.
Me, I'd rather go bald because when I was younger, like that's usually the haircut I used to get, and I can't live without my phone type.
I think I would go bald because like not having a phone is a safety precaution. What happens if I get kidnapped? So, yeah.
It's almost time to sign off, but before we head out, we wanted to let you know that we had a great year and this is our last broadcast. And make sure to follow KHS Cougar News on Instagram and KHS_press on Twitter for weekly pictures on events.
It has truly been an honor serving as your 24/25 anchors. Also, subscribe to KHS Cougar News on YouTube where all weekly announcements are posted.
Bye.